Today, we are making our predictions for what is formerly known as E3 Week. We have a PlayStation State of Play, the Summer Games Fest Showcase, and the Xbox Showcase. What big surprises are we predicting? Let's find out on the Late Night Gamer podcast. Welcome back to the Late Night Gamer podcast. I'm your host, Welchy, and joining me tonight, as always, are my co-hosts, Mr. Pop Figures himself, Andy.
Hello, guys. Yep, happy to be back. Very exciting week with obviously the Summer Games Fest and State of Play. Always love this time of year when we get to see what games they announce and release dates and that sort of thing. So yeah, excited to be here.
And also joined by the second best Forza Horizon 6 player that I know, Jack.
Called it. I knew that was coming. Hi everyone, thank you for having me back. And yeah, looking forward to seeing what games we're going to be able to play next year.
Yeah, it's exciting. It's always exciting. I don't... Oh, hang on. I accidentally pressed the intro screen again. Apologies for that. I don't get as excited as when it was E3 week. That just had a different vibe to it. This is all quite separate now. Everyone does their own thing.
Yeah.
So it's not quite as organized, but it's essentially the same. I don't think we've had Nintendo announce their thing yet, unless I've missed it.
I haven't seen it.
No, but Nintendo normally do something around now, maybe a week after, which will also be exciting. We don't really know what's happening next for Nintendo. They may appear at Summer Games Fest in some capacity, but obviously we do have Xbox and PlayStation doing their own ones, and the big Jeff Keighley Summer Games Fest showcase, which will happen too late for us to do live reactions to, but we'll still be obviously talking about it in Discord the next day, and obviously talking about it next week on the podcast once we know what has been announced. It's also a good time to announce that we will be doing a live reaction video to, or live reaction stream to the State of Play on Tuesday. This will go up live on Monday. We'll be I can't talk today. Live reacting to the State of Play on Tuesday, which should be exciting. Last time out, we got, which I'm sure we'll talk about today, the God of War trilogy remake announced, and God of War Sons of Sparta, which might go down as my most disappointing game of the year this year at this rate. But it was still exciting at the time, so hopefully we get something cool as well. And obviously we know we're getting some things, which we'll talk about in a minute. I think let's get straight into it then. What are we predicting for this week? And I think we'll do it in order, in terms of what order they're going to happen. First being obviously on Tuesday, we're getting the PlayStation State of Play. So we know that it's going to be about an hour long, which is good, which means there's going to be a lot of stuff here. Not just a few shitty little games. It should be some pretty substantial stuff. And we know from their tweet or Instagram post, whatever, that we are getting Wolverine, which is to be expected. The game comes out in 4 months or 3 months as of releasing this, because it's June tomorrow. And it comes out in September. So we're getting closer and closer. It's a good time to show it off. I remember they did the exact same thing with Spider-Man 2 at this kind of State of Play. They did like a massive gameplay segment of it. Jack, you've played Spider-Man 2, right?
Yeah.
There's the bit where you're like, I think you're playing as Miles, and you're like, you're attached to a boat with your webs, and you're like going through chasing lizard, I think, in the river. That was a segment they showed off on that State of Play, which was really cool. So I'm expecting something similar from Wolverine. I guess first question, are we expecting anything major from the Wolverine? Are we expecting like a new character to be shown off, or what, a different date? Are they going to bring the game forward, backwards, delay it? I'm hoping that won't happen, but what are you guys expecting?
Yeah, I just think.
Oh, God. Sorry, no, go on.
No,
You go.
no, it's right. Yeah, I don't think the date will change at this point. Now, just because obviously GTA 6 is November. Like, it seems like they might bring it forward, but I can't imagine it'll be by a crazy amount. Maybe like a couple of weeks. If there's other games around September, they think, oh, let's just get it out before them. But yeah, other than that, I think they're just going to show more gameplay. I don't know if they'll show any other characters, because will they want to show that off, or keep it like it depends if they want to show that off or keep it as a surprise in terms of who's going to appear in the Wolverine game. Or maybe if they have a couple of characters that they have in the game, maybe show off one and then keep one of the other ones as a surprise for when you actually play the game. But yeah, I think it would just be more gameplay, really.
Yeah, I don't think they'll change the release date now. It seems like it's pretty set in stone for them. I think they probably will show off some characters. Obviously, we'll probably leave out whoever the bigger ones are in the game, but I think they probably will. It's just, I think it's a nice thing to do. I think people are going to buy the game anyway, but just showing off other people who are in it will draw in definitely a couple more people. I don't know. I actually haven't looked, but have like special editions or limited editions been announced for it yet?
I don't know. Obviously, as a
So
digital,
they might even do something like that.
yeah.
Or is it only digital?
No, I was saying, as a digital owner myself, like I
Oh no, yeah.
wouldn't look for that kind of thing. Stephen would have been the
No,
person to ask this question.
but
Yeah,
yeah, fair point.
I don't
Yeah,
think there's been
I
like
don't think
a
you can afford
collector's
another
edition.
250 quid. But
If that, yeah, we would have had
they might
about
just
a collector's
announce.
edition in the Discord.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, we definitely would have. He's like, I've got some claws coming. But,
Yeah.
like, maybe if they're gonna do maybe just a limited and a collector's edition, maybe they might even announce that, or just maybe one extra edition. Would be nice to see. It's not something I personally pick up, but obviously I know that Stephen would. But yeah, I
Yeah.
think they're not gonna show too much of it. I think, especially with the leaks, they're probably a bit cautious to show off a bit too much of it.
You saying about the different editions, I wonder with like most games, including First Light, whether if we pre-order it, we'll get it a day early or sometimes 3 days early. Wonder if they'll
That
do
would be
something
nice.
similar with Wolverine. Seems to be the sort of go-to thing that games do now.
Yeah, I was about to say PlayStation don't do that, but they just did it with Saros. So potentially,
Yes.
it could be the new way to make more money is to say, give us £10 more,
The
and you can have it
Luxvision
2 days early.
£10. Yeah.
Jackie, going to be brave enough to say who the character will be?
No, I'm not that clued up on X-Men.
I think we already know Mystique is there. I can't remember probably from the trailer who else was there. It's definitely Mystique. Obviously, there's some suggestions, rumors, or maybe hopes that this is some interconnected Insomniac MCU and that maybe Spider-Man will pop up.
That'd be crazy.
It would be crazy.
I don't think he'll be in the game, but I think there'll be hints to him.
Hints, references, or maybe like, yeah.
But I don't think you'll actually ever see him.
Unless for some
cool to
reason
get
we go to New
Xavier.
York in the game, I guess.
Yeah. Or maybe just a poster. I reckon it'll just be like a poster
Yeah.
of New York, and it might have him going across it or something, or just his logo will be somewhere in the game. But him actually showing up, I doubt it.
Okay. Well, that's one we do know. Everything else is kind of up for speculation. I guess the next big one would be Intergalactic Heretic Prophet. Did any of you have that down as going to be here?
I did.
I did
Yeah,
have
I
it written
think we need
down.
to get some gameplay of it.
Gameplay.
I just want to see
I
what
don't-
it's like.
Yeah,
I think,
we've only had a teaser so far, really, haven't we?
Yeah.
So
I think it had like a tiny bit of gameplay in it, but it looked pretty pre-rendered, didn't it?
Yeah.
It wasn't like there was no UI on the screen of what the character was actually doing. I mean, I don't think this is a good point that I was going to make because Resident Evil had like 2 company tie-ins with Leon's washing his car. But as soon as we saw that intergalactic trailer and it had like a Porsche spaceship, I was like, oh god, like no. Like I was a little bit worried, like how is this game going to go? But you know, Resident Evil still pulled it off and just had tie-ins. It's a good way to make money, I guess. But I just want to see a little bit more about this game. I probably will end up picking it up anyway because it is Naughty Dog and everything they've done before has given me no reason to think I wouldn't pick it up. But yeah, gameplay would be nice. I don't even think it's got a it didn't even say come in 2027.
That's my next question.
No.
Do we get a release window? Because I don't think they're going to give us a date. I think PlayStation have learned their lesson now to just say a window and then it's a much bigger time period.
I don't know if it's coming. I don't think it's coming out next year. So
You don't? Okay.
no, I think it'll be 2028. So I don't think they'll give a window saying 2028 because that's too far away.
When do you think PlayStation 6 is coming?
I think that's next year, and that's
do
one of
think
the
it's
things
next
I
year?
wrote down. That I think we could potentially see something maybe here. If it is going to be next year, they might show it off here, but that would be pretty big.
Okay, that's an interesting one. They definitely won't show off the console, like the look of it, but they might say something
But
like, "And we're working on PS6, and it'll be here full 27." Um,
yeah,
Stay tuned for more kind of thing, because obviously Xbox have announced Project Helix. Making that right?
Yeah.
I
yep,
think they call it Helix,
yep,
um, which we'll get onto later at the Xbox showcase. So I agree. I think Xbox do normally, and they did with the Series X. They normally announce theirs first. PlayStation always a bit more tighter with that, but I could see it. I mean, if it is happening next year, I just the way things are going with the cost of all these chips and stuff and RAM,
yeah.
I just feel like it's a bad time. Have you guys? Did you guys see the news? Just to switch subjects quickly on the Steam Deck.
Yeah.
I didn't.
The OLED prices have gone up massively, haven't they?
So the OLED, Andy,
Well, all of
used to
them have gone
cost
up,
like,
but
I can't remember. Say in pounds, it was like £550
that
Yeah,
was like for the best OLED,
for the
and now
best
it's gone up
version.
to like
It's gone up by like
700 something.
£300
oh really?
up.
Bloody hell.
Like
That's crazy.
it's insane. It's almost a grand in US dollar terms,
Yeah,
and it's
yeah, it's a
like,
lot of money.
whoa, where the fuck is that coming from all of a sudden? So now everyone's panicking
Yeah,
about the cost of the Steam console that's coming out.
Steam machine, yeah.
And everyone's saying, how much is the PS6 going to cost? And how much, if Xbox do
That's
another one, how much is that going to cost? It's starting to become a bit
yeah.
ridiculous now.
The
have
thing is, I think
Xbox. Oh, sorry, gone.
that's okay. I was just gonna say, I think the PS5 was like under, like it cost less than what I thought it was gonna cost anyway.
Yeah.
So obviously, if the PS6 then jumps up a big amount, obviously that difference will be bigger. Because like my PS5 was like 360, which I thought when they obviously done the digital and the disc drive version, obviously I'm gonna get the cheaper version, so I'm digital only anyway. So when they announced it as 360, I was like, bloody hell! Like I was expecting it to be close to 500. But now obviously the PS6 comes out and they've got all these increased
Yeah.
prices
Costs.
on
Yeah, yeah.
sort of on the equipment and stuff, then how big is that jump going to be from 360 to whatever it is?
I think we'll be
I
looking at
I
600.
think yeah, I think if one does come out, well, actually, how much is the PS5 Pro at the moment?
Oof.
Hmm. That was on
Because
sale recently, but
it got a price hike, didn't it? Literally, not that long
yeah,
after it released, it went up straight away. I just think
it's
if the costs of components, stuff like RAM, chipsets, and stuff like that stays high, I think they're going to be cautious about releasing something just because of sales.
Yeah, they might want to wait an extra year to see if it dies down. Problem is, if there's
Yeah,
no signs of that, it doesn't really matter. If it's gonna
yeah,
continue to
it
go
could
up or
just keep
stay the
going up.
same, then
Yeah,
and
currently the 2 TB Pro is just shy of £800.
yeah, there's
mm,
no way they can release a PS6 for cheaper than that.
I
Well,
think
I guess they can because
I think
everyone will
they
go, "Oh,
will.
we'll get the
They'll always
PS6."
release it
But
at a loss, and know that they'll make the
oh
money
no,
up
yeah, yeah, yeah.
through PlayStation Plus subscriptions, game sales,
On games, yeah.
stuff
yeah,
like that. So it will go for a loss. Whereas the Pro is a luxury product. It's a lot of people upgrading, blah blah. They probably
Mm.
don't sell those at a loss. So I don't think it'll be 800. I fucking hope not. But yeah, I
um,
don't know. We've gone off a tangent anyway. But Andy, you obviously think it might be here. I'm not sure, but it
yeah.
could be. But Intergalactic, Jack, what do you think we get a release window?
um, probably not.
Okay,
Actually, I don't actually know. Yeah, but I don't like Andy said. I don't think it won't be 2027. I think the game will release in 28.
okay,
I think if they just say release in 2028, that is still depending
exciting.
on what month they release it. It will be 2 years. I think it'll be summer and beyond. So at least be 2 years from this point, and they've already been working on it. I think 28 gives them a good margin, and I think if it comes out any later than that, uh,
How
I
long
mean,
has
it's
it been? How long have they actually been working on it
Well, Last of Us 2 came
already?
out in 2020.
So essentially 6 years, maybe then.
Yes, they obviously have made a
probably
Or they
before
remastered
had
that
the
as
Last
well.
of
version,
Though.
Us Live.
but I
Yeah,
wouldn't count much time spent on that. And they was working on a Last of Us multiplayer game.
yeah. But they
One
dropped it,
team
didn't they?
was part of a team, not a full company. They dropped that, so that's time wasted as well. So, but it would be if you two are right, and it's 2028. It's 8 years between their two titles. which if that was to continue, Last of Us 3 ain't happening anytime soon.
Yeah, it does seem like a long time.
We got the first
But that's
teaser for
the
it,
trend, though.
December 12th, 24.
Yeah, that was when Andy predicted it, which blew all of our minds. Okay, I'm going to say
Maybe
we
it
are
will
getting
get
it next
released.
year.
I can see it happen. I would not be surprised if they do say 2027 either.
And I think it'd be late. Don't get me wrong. I think it'd be like a November title for 2027.
Yeah.
But I'm
Plus,
going to
if
say
the console, if the PS6 does come out, they might use the Intergalactic as a launch title. So
Yeah,
potentially.
good shout.
I'm actually more on the. I was always on the mind of. I think we did an episode about it, Andy, of the PS6
Yeah.
coming out in 27. But just because of all the costs and stuff, I'm now thinking I don't know. Like it could be 28. But I still think Intergalactic will get that 27 date. Maybe that's just me being hopeful. But if you two are right and it's 28, we don't know what's coming next year. So do you two have any predictions from like first party games for next year? Andy, I'll go with you first.
Other ones from. Oh no, sorry, go on.
Well, I don't know because I still think there's going to be a Venom game at some point. But with Intergalactic and Venom, like it depends on the PS6 console because it could be that Intergalactic comes out next year and then Venom is the game that they launch with the PS6 like they did with Miles Morales and stuff. So I still think that's in the works and that hasn't been dropped or anything. So I think that will come at some point.
Okay.
It depends on the console whether I think it would be next year. I think it's one or two, Intergalactic or Venom. I don't think both of them will drop next year.
Mm-hmm.
So if Intergalactic comes out next year, then I think the console will come out in 2028 and they'll drop Venom with that instead. But yeah.
Jack, do you have any predictions for next year's first party titles that we'll see tomorrow or Tuesday?
So other than Wolverine and Intergalactic, I did put potential Spider-Man, but like as a broad thing. So like Andy said, Venom. In my head, I was more thinking towards maybe a Miles Morales 2. Along like just a first announcement of it, or just anything within that Spider-Man universe of games.
Any chance for Spider-Man 3? Do you not
think they do something different before they do a third?
Do you not think it's Wolverine's different?
No, like as in
the Spider-Man
like either
universe.
like Venom or another Miles Morales before you get another 3. Because I think after having the game with them together, to do another Miles Morales and then maybe in the future do one more Peter Parker just by himself would be a good way to wrap up his trilogy. But then you also got the thing of being able to keep Miles Morales going.
Mm-hmm.
Just going back to the Venom thing, I'm pretty sure it's Venom that the Miles Morales voice actor came out and said they wasn't doing Venom, and then they just completely shut that down. So that obviously gave me more optimism that there is actually a Venom.
Well, I don't know if it was Insomniac that shut it down, but it was someone very reputable in the industry. I think all he said was that's incorrect, but he didn't specify what was incorrect. Whether
but it's a bit weird if he comes out Venom. Oh, Venom's not coming. Oh, that's incorrect. Well, something must be coming then. With Venom in it, maybe it's not a Venom game. Venom's a character in that game, but maybe that's another way it can be interpreted. But
do you expect to see God of War remakes here?
Oh yeah, I had that written down, but that's already been announced, and I think hopefully we get gameplay from that. I did put From Software as well, and if it's like PlayStation exclusive, maybe Bloodborne, but I don't think anything's going to come from
I think
that.
we need to give up that. I mean, I say we, isn't it? I think the fans in general have to give up with that hope. I just don't think it's going to happen.
But
there was a rumor
that
they just let go of the studio, didn't they? They just let go of Bluepoint Studios, and apparently Bluepoint said we'll make a remake of Bloodborne because they were the ones who did Demon Souls. PlayStation said, "Yeah, you can do that," but From Software said no.
Yeah, I remember seeing that. So, and then they, like Jack said, they're doing a movie instead.
Yeah, do you make a movie and a game or a remake? Because obviously that's what happened to Until Dawn. They remade or remastered that. I think we could see something from Software. I'm more leaning towards Jeff Keighley's one with Duskbloods, but we'll move on to that one in a minute. Anything else on the PlayStation side? So I've got that we're going to see DLC for Resident Evil Requiem.
Okay.
Because I think Resident Evil and Capcom are very much linked with PlayStation. Obviously, it's on Xbox, but they seem to have a lot of the marketing deals with them.
What about DLC for Pragmata? If in that case, would they want?
Potentially, I could see it. I think that
good
game's
shout.
obviously sold
Yeah.
very well, so I think that's a definite. I didn't think of that one.
It seems like a game that they could easily put DLC
I
into.
also wrote down Saros, not specifically DLC, but maybe like an update where they introduce co-op like they did on Returnal.
That would be cool.
Yeah.
Something like that. Maybe DLC. I mean, it's been a month or two now, so maybe. It doesn't have to be like day and day. It could be like, oh, it's coming in 2 or 3 months' time.
Yeah.
Um,
A lot of these games, like when they make them, obviously have DLC already
and
ready to
been
go.
working.
Just
Yeah,
don't put it in the full
exactly.
game. Yeah.
I think Horizon 6 will probably get a release date for PlayStation as well.
Oh,
I did write that down as well.
oh,
For
sorry,
State of Play.
sorry. I got really confused.
Not,
Then.
yeah, I said the word 6 after
Yes.
it. There hasn't been 5 of them.
At first, I was like,
Forza
"Oh my god, that'd be
Horizon 6.
amazing." Then I realized, I was like, 6. Has he got the number wrong?
Hang on a minute. Just because that isn't, it's definitely gonna come, isn't it? But they haven't
That's
given
what
a
she
release
said.
date. But I think now that it's been out for over a week now, I think they'll give a
few
release
weeks, yeah.
date for it.
We could also potentially get God of War tease for the next game after Ragnarok.
I would love that.
I just think that's too much God of War. As obviously that would be my dream, but I just think we've just had one. It's not a very good one. The remakes.
Yeah, but maybe they think, oh, Sparta hasn't done down really well. This now give them the real tease for the next big game sort of thing.
I do
Get
think we
fans
need
happy
to
again.
know. We need to know what's coming next year. And if we're wrong, or if you two are right, and Intergalactic isn't, and if Venom
Yeah.
isn't, then
It could be God of War.
what is it? It's not going to be Sucker Punch because they've just done Ghost of Yotei not that long ago. It's obviously not
Yeah.
going to be the developers of Saros, Housemarque. Obviously not Insomniac, unless they've got a team working on Ratchet and Clank. Maybe a Ratchet and Clank game comes next year. If they've got like 2 teams, one working on that, one working on Wolverine. That did cross my mind, but I'm still going to say no to that. That this could come out to bite me. There could be a TikTok next week of me saying it won't be there, then it is. Then there's Ben Studio. No one knows what the hell Ben Studio are doing. Days Gone come out in like 2018 or whatever it was.
I think they've already said they're never. Well, the main actor's pretty much like broken ties with everyone, isn't he?
On Days Gone.
From Days Gone.
Yeah, we're not getting a Days
Yeah.
Gone 2, but what are that studio doing?
Oh no, yeah.
I don't know. I just feel like they have to have something in the pipeline for next year. I just have no idea what it is, and I'm hoping for a pretty good surprise. I'm going to go with my
Astrobot
heart and
2?
say that Intergalactic. What one, sorry?
Astrobot 2.
Again, that feels too soon.
Yeah, wasn't that long ago, was it?
No, it
Well,
won't
I
go
feel like
next
that's-
year.
If it was next year, it would be
4 years
3
ago.
years.
I guess it's not like the same kind of detail and level.
It's
like-
probably a shorter
Yeah.
development cycle
Well,
for a
they've
game
made
like
the
that.
game. It's got to make more levels
Yeah.
essentially and make a new one.
Yeah,
Yeah. But those levels are quite well made, so it would take time. Anyway, there's obviously Horizon Zero Dawn, or Forbidden West,
Yeah.
which came out in 22. Yeah, that's right. So next year would be 5 years,
That's a big gap.
and it was
Yeah,
5 years between the
possible.
first and the second.
Does that game? I haven't played and probably won't. Does that game end in a way where it could lead on to another one?
Oh yes, there's a third and final game for sure.
Okay, nice. Okay, yeah, I
Um,
could see that then.
So that could be there, at least an announcement. Again, I'm still leaning towards Intergalactic, so I could see Forza being Forza. Fuck, you got me saying Forza instead of Horizon. Horizon.
I knew you loved
being
that game.
The year after.
Cool. That'd be a lineup if it is.
That's what I mean. It's PlayStation are known for having a good lineup of games. We just don't currently
Yeah.
know what it is.
What order?
And
Yeah.
obviously, we need to know when the God of War remakes are coming. Anything else on PlayStation side before we move on to Summer Games Fest?
I did write down something you two probably disagree with,
Uh-oh.
but it's based on the fact that I keep seeing about PlayStation having exclusive like marketing for GTA 6. So I did write down
No,
GTA 6
no,
trailer
no,
in
no.
State of Play.
I
That
have got that in my list.
That would be the biggest kick in the teeth to Xbox to ever live.
Yeah,
That would be
but
like
what
shoveling an Xbox down into the grave. Like we've got
if they
GTA
have got some
6.
sort of exclusive marketing for it? What what would that include?
It would be when the
I don't
advert
think they
goes on
will.
telly. At the end, it will say PlayStation. You know, like they always used to do.
Yeah,
That
yeah,
would
yeah,
be
yeah.
the marketing. They won't be able
I
to have a poster. All the posters will have a big PlayStation symbol on it, that kind of thing. Like I don't think it would be. I hope I'm wrong, but it's just never happened before. It's just never happened.
I like that's why it's a big shout. None of you guys
I've got it
get
on my
it.
list, but I don't think it'll even get mentioned across either side because they're the sort of company that will just
Do it
release their
themselves.
advert on
Exactly.
YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
And
which is unfortunate
I think
because
that's due. It's due. I reckon the next month or two it has to happen. Um,
yeah. People waiting for it to
yeah,
drop, aren't
definitely
they?
next 2 months.
you
Yeah.
watch. You watch. It's gonna happen tomorrow. This episode will come out and it will already happened.
Dun, dun,
Start
dun.
off
Yeah,
PlayStation.
probably. Yeah, yeah. Tomorrow morning.
um, okay, let's move on to Summer Games Fest. Now, I think this is gonna be the more interesting one because anyone can be here other than GTA 6. Um, obviously, most years, PlayStation do have a presence here. So they announced the Last of Us multiplayer game here, which obviously never actually happened. Um, they announced Intergalactic Profit, obviously not at a summer one, but at Jeff Keighley's Game Awards. So like, I kind of consider them as the same. Um,
Yeah.
But I'm going to make a bold shout first of all. We are going to get DLC for Clair Obscure Expedition
Yeah,
33.
thank you. I've
Yeah,
written that down.
yeah.
I hope so.
I
We
just
need to.
I think I said this at the Game Awards one, and maybe it was just a bit too soon.
Yeah,
I just think they want to capitalize on what they got.
they need to
They
now.
can't
Yeah,
make a game that quick, so we're going to have to make DLC that quick. And
yeah,
I think it'll be hype. The trait, the symbol will come up, and everyone will be like, "Oh my god!" And there'll be a little bit of disappointment that it's not a sequel, but it'll still be cool.
yeah, yeah.
And they'll be like, "This is a 10-hour expansion." It's like perfect. Like we don't
Oh,
need
that'd
30
be
hours again, but a nice
yeah,
10-hour chunky piece of gameplay, whatever it is. I can't imagine what it would be. They're much more creative than me.
yeah, yeah.
I'd be pretty shocked if we don't see them there in some capacity.
I hope so. I wrote it down. That is for me just like more hope than expectation of it being there. But yeah, I just really wanted something from them to pop up. And yeah, it's obviously the best game of the last few years, so
What do you reckon, Jack?
it's got to be there.
I know they obviously can't develop a game that quickly, but I think maybe a teaser for the next game would be more likely than DLC for that game.
Oh,
Within a year of making the first game. I mean,
Yeah, but they don't have to give a release date or anything, but just
no.
making literally a cinematic trailer, I think would be good. And oh no, I'll go on to in a different game. I mean, like you said, like obviously there's fucking a million things they could do for DLC for that
Yeah.
game, but I don't know where they'd do it.
Well, the one thing
don't
that does
know.
come to mind is that you do a different expedition.
Oh,
So
like
obviously,
past expedition.
yeah, like one of the past ones. So Expedition
Yeah.
76 or something. And obviously, this ain't going to end well because they never do.
yeah,
So you're always waiting for that, but it'll be interesting seeing how that developed and what different things they dealt with and blah blah. Most likely Renoir is there, so I think whatever they do would be cool. If they were really funny, they'd do Expedition 69, but I just don't think they're going to do it. But Expedition 100, like the first one, like what was that like? Like
yeah.
something cool
That'd
like
be
that
pretty
would
cool.
be my ideal one, I think. Like, and I don't want a trailer to give away anything. Like, I don't want to know any hints. I just want to be able to go into it
Yeah,
like we did with the main game, not knowing what it was all about.
yeah.
Obviously, we now know what it's about, so it's a little bit different. But
I think 99 is a nicer number, so Expedition 99.
yes, I agree. Yeah. They probably didn't even start at 100. Probably started at 99.
It'll be
Jack,
99, 66, 33.
Jack, do we see Dust Bloods?
I don't think we do. From the stuff I've just seen about they're really struggling to get Elden Ring to run properly on the Switch, and even though it's a game they've developed it from the start on the console, I'm gonna guess their vision for the game what they want the game to play like. They're just struggling to get it to actually perform the way they want it to. Even though when they released the trailer, it did look to run well, but again, it was probably a lot of stuff pre-rendered and not actual gameplay. But as much as I would like to see stuff about it, I think did it have a year when it first got announced? Did it say like
I'm
come in
sure it said
2026?
2026. Let me check.
I'm pretty sure it did as well. Yeah, and I'm sure it said Elden Ring was coming 2026 as well. But I don't know. It just seems like From Software are really struggling with those two port. Well, one of them isn't a port, but with the port and with that game, and I don't know. I really don't know. I hope so, but I'm leaning more towards no. We might see it, but I still don't think it will have a solid release date.
Okay, so it says it had an original release window of 2026.
Yeah, because you chose it for Fantasy Critics League. It wouldn't have been an option basically if it didn't say expected 2026.
Yeah, agreed.
But hopefully they don't give a release date and then messes up your your game.
Well, I've already got to move to something else which we're talking about on the Xbox One.
Oh yeah.
Okay, that's Duskblood. Andy, you think no?
I don't really know too much about it, to be honest. So for me, it could be 50-50. Obviously, Jack's more in the know, keeping up with Nintendo and that sort of stuff. But yeah, I have no idea, to be honest with you. I haven't really seen anything on it on like social media and that. So maybe that leans more towards no.
It's gone very, very quiet.
Yeah, who knows? Yeah.
I just think as well, like there's a lot of games on Switch 2 which got announced. Like when James Bond was announced, they're like releasing on Switch 2, Lego Batman. But like James Bond, I don't think it's got a definitive release date for Switch 2.
Not? Okay.
Or it might do, but even then, I think they might not even hit it because playing on performance mode on the base PS5, even then I was noticing like this doesn't look as great as I was hoping it looked.
Really?
I think other games which I've played on performance, like Spider-Man, for example, Miles Morales, compared to James Bond, I thought looked way better. So that was like when I played that, I was thinking like, okay, I can sort of see where the maybe we will be getting a new console. But yeah, it's just like Lego. I'm not even sure if Borderlands 4 is released on Switch 2 yet.
No.
But that was another thing of when
Nintendo probably said we don't want that shit.
You know what I mean? No, but like when that game was announced, they made a big thing like it's coming to Switch 2, and then the companies just really seem to be struggling with getting games to run on it. So yeah, I don't know with Duskblood. Hopeful, but optimistic that it'll probably be next year.
Okay. What about? And actually, this is a good time to go to Stephen's predictions. Stephen did write in, obviously he's not here with us today, but he did write in saying we will get a first look at EAFC 27, which is just the most standard, obvious.
On Modern Warfare 4.
Yeah, he's gone for the
same game with new kids.
Yeah.
I hate whenever every showcase that comes on, I'm switching off. Like, I don't care. It's the same again. No. You can tell me it's the best one ever. I know it's not.
Yeah. They're trying to. I think they are. I'm seeing a lot of.
Don't defend them, Andy.
Don't defend them. But they are talking about doing. I think it'll be like similar to NBA, where they have like an open world bit with your character, sort of where you can like.
I have seen that. Yeah.
Go. Yeah. So it does look like they're making different changes to the game for once, instead of just like reskinning it basically and changing a few gameplay mechanics, and then. Yeah, the thing about FIFA, which annoys me, is EA release their game, they make all these changes to it, you play it for the first few weeks and it's quite enjoyable, and then they just patch loads of stuff and it turns the mechanics back to how it was the last game. So it's like, there's no point buying it. Like, yeah, so I'm not optimistic for Call of FIFA anymore.
Stephen did also say 007 First Light DLC, which is interesting.
Seems a bit too soon.
I would agree. He also said Resident Evil Requiem DLC, which I mentioned earlier.
Yeah.
But the one I want to talk about from his last one here is we will get gameplay of John Wick.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Obviously, which we saw at the last PlayStation showcase, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Because I think we
it was
live
fair
reacted to
play.
it. We
Yeah.
live
Oh no,
reacted.
yeah, it was because you were doing the live reaction. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So this could either
Exactly.
actually just go on back to the state of play one because it could be there again. But
Yeah.
John Wick,
Yeah.
are we saying yes?
I don't know.
Yeah,
It seems a bit soon because the last date played what, February? 3 months?
Yes.
4 months? I don't know. It seems a bit too soon for me. For them to do that teaser and then do gameplay in the next one. Yeah, I don't
because
know.
it didn't even have like a release year, did it?
No.
It was just announcing it.
No,
Nah.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that would still be a while off.
I feel that'd be a bit of a cop out if they show that again. If there's no like
Unless it's
additional
coming this
stuff.
year, but it seems soon.
That would be pretty crazy.
Yeah, I would lean towards this being something at maybe Game Awards at Christmas time for a
That would make sense.
2027 release. Would be mine.
Yeah.
But a good thing to bring up, Stephen. I think that's a good one to
Who's making the John Wick game?
Saber.
What games have they done before?
What games have Saber made?
Just says John Wick.
World War Z, apparently.
What, Call of Duty?
World War.
No.
What?
Oh, well.
World War Z.
World War Z. What, there's a
Oh.
game of the movie.
They made the film?
Who said this before? Was it you or Steve said this before? It's like, yes, they made a World War Z game.
Oh, okay. Maybe.
God, if it's Saber Interactive, they've made a lot.
Okay.
Yeah, it's fucking ton of games. Where is? Wow, this is insane. And John Wick is on here. Yeah. None of these make me think this would be a great developer for John Wick. But
For John Wick, yeah. Nothing similar to
Fair
it.
point.
Okay.
yeah, interesting. Kingdom Come Deliverance on the Switch. I don't know if that's like a port.
Yeah, sometimes they just get other companies to
do the
port
ports.
games over, don't
Yeah.
they? Yeah.
Yeah, nothing here is screaming. Yeah, they did the Crisis remasters, but again, they're remasters. Yeah, maybe this John Wick game's not going to be all that. One that we did see, I can't remember if it was Game Awards last year or Summer Games Fest last year. It was The Witcher 4.
Yes. Siri.
Did you have that on your list, Andy, to be shown this week?
I didn't actually, but it could be. I hope so. I think it'd be good timing for them to show that now. Because I think it has been a while since we've had some of The Witcher, so
yeah, I think it might have been a year away.
Teased too much
year
about
ago.
it.
So
Yeah.
I remember it being a trailer, like a CGI trailer, I don't remember it being gameplay. So it'd be good to see gameplay of that game.
Yeah, I agree.
And a release window, if we had that.
That'd be nice. I think next year if they do it, or maybe I think they'll avoid this year. Actually, think about other games, but yeah, next year.
Game Awards 2024. Oh no, God, Game Awards 2024. Wow.
Was that for the Wick film?
But that would have been last year.
No, last year was
No,
2025.
that was 2 years.
Oh. yeah.
Well, it's been it hasn't been a full 2 years, year and a half.
Yeah, well overdue then if it was 2024.
Yeah, okay. Everything on here is saying I can't really find much on a quick Google, but it seems like it's definitely not this year, maybe next year. Jack, do you reckon was it?
Yeah.
Hopefully, I can't say I've actually ever touched any of the Witcher games. Witcher 3 has always been interesting for me, and obviously the great reviews it gets. So I have been tempted to pick it up a couple of times. I just haven't, but it is something I want to play. But yeah, I'd be happy to see something of that because if that looks good, it'll definitely push me to go play number 3 and then move on to this.
Yeah, there's also a lot of talk. I don't know if it's been confirmed, but them doing DLC for The Witcher 3.
Yes.
So it could be that they announce that and then show some Witcher 4 stuff to get people hyped up for it. And then they have something to out get.
I've seen that, and it just seems like it would have to go down as one of the latest DLCs ever made. Like,
Yeah.
That game came out 11 years ago, and they're still making DLC for it. It'd be maybe if they said like this is going to be like a prequel for the next game.
That'd be cool.
It'd be a pretty cool way to do that. So I think you could be right. We might not see Witcher 4, or maybe they'll stand on stage saying it's still coming. It's Witcher 4. Yeah, it's Witcher 4, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's still coming. We'll show you more. Maybe they even say we'll show you more at the Game Awards this year. But for now, here's something for Witcher 3. I could see something like that happening. We obviously know we're getting the Lara Croft remake at some point, and I think it's probably this summer. So I expect we'll see that here or at one of the showcases with a firm release date if we haven't got that already. I've wrote down Far Cry 7.
Okay.
I think Ubisoft are struggling massively. I don't think that's a massive thing to say. I think that's a pretty known thing. Obviously, they're heavily reliant on Assassin's Creed at the moment.
Yeah.
And I think they're other banker of a game if they wanted to. Because they've released a lot of shit in the last 10 years, which has not done well. But games that do well are Assassin's Creed and Far Cry. So I think we'll see a Far Cry 7 announced to release this year. I'm going to be bold.
This year? Okay.
Ooh, you know what? The only thing that always stops me from saying that is GTA. It's fucking GTA 6.
I don't think it'll be this year because I think they've come out and sort of said what their plan is over the next few years. So I think we might see the next Assassin's Creed game, which I can't remember what it's called now, X or something. So they might. I think that's due to release next year. So I think they might shove that.
The witchy looking one,
yeah. But they've come out and changed it instead of saying, because I think originally they was going to have it so you could do like spells and stuff, but they've come out and done it and said that it'll be like potions and smoke bombs that make it look like you're using spells, but you're not actually using physical spells.
Okay. Jack, Far Cry or Assassin's Creed?
I think it would just be more Assassin's Creed.
Okay.
Like,
oh man,
like because they didn't they release like a massive roadmap and it had like
they
loads
did
of Assassin's Creed games.
Yeah, but I just feel like they need to chuck in some other games in there.
I think
I feel like they're too scared at the moment.
What they had to do with the last Far Cry, like they had to get what's his name? Is it Giancarlo Esposito to be a villain?
Well, they always have a good villain, don't they?
Yeah, and it's like, do they want to make that risk of paying someone a lot of money to be a villain in their game? I think they've got to see. Obviously, they've got the Black Flag remake is going to sell pretty well. And then whatever their next Assassin's Creed will be. But they had that big flop in the pirate game before that, didn't they?
Skull and Bones.
Yeah, like that didn't do very well. So maybe I wouldn't mind seeing something Far Cry, because like going back to 3, 4, even 2, I really enjoyed. 5 was pretty good as well. I didn't play 6. I think after I've played 5, I'd pretty much given up with Far Cry. But
I'm gonna make
I'm
gonna make a bold statement here, right? We're gonna see Far Cry 7. It's gonna be announced for either soon, as in like September, October, early October, or early 27 to miss GTA. And the villain is going to be either Jack O'Connell.
Okay.
Or Timothy Chalamet.
What? Are you joking?
I think the first one is way more likely than the second.
Joking.
You heard it here first.
No,
you heard it here first. When it comes out and it's Timothy Chalamet.
I don't think it'd release that soon either.
If they're going to do a villain,
I think it'd be late next year if there is one.
It should be Anthony Starr from The Boys. Or Jeffrey Dean Morgan. If they want to get a big name out there, Negan from The Walking Dead.
I don't think Jeffrey Dean Morgan's big enough. What about
he's good, big enough villain.
Who's the guy that plays
Wilson Fisk in Daredevil?
No. Vecna.
Jamie Howard Campbell.
What about him?
Or Campbell.
He's not a massive name, but he's
getting bigger.
Yeah.
I can see him being a character in the game. He's got that face, not to like disrespect him or anything, but he's got a good evil villain face. Yeah. He's someone I could see in a James Bond game, to be fair. If he popped on in First Light, I would not be surprised as villain.
Okay. Well, I've made my statement. When it's Timothy Chalamet, I'm going to come back and laugh at all of you.
Villain, come on. Maybe in a Kardashian game.
This is one which is probably going to happen. It will happen at some point, whether it's now, whether it's this Game Awards next year. Hogwarts Legacy 2.
I had that written down. Yeah, there's been a lot of stuff popping up on that recently. I feel like we should get something here.
It feels like that coming in 23 early, like March maybe March 23.
Yeah,
Which were
Yeah.
3 years gone, which is crazy to me. And it doesn't have
it's
to
crazy.
be.
Yeah,
It will come out either next year or probably 28 is my guess. But it's like the
yeah,
first tease. I think we could
yeah,
see that. I think that could either open the show or close the show because I think it's a massive one to do it with.
yeah.
It's
I'd
that
be
it was the
hyped if that
first
was.
game ever to beat Call of Duty in the most titles sold in a year.
Yeah,
Obviously, that's becoming easier and easier these days, but and they made a good game. Like I don't. I think
yeah.
most people would
Still doing
say,
well.
Jack, you played it?
I played a little bit of it on Steam Deck. Yeah,
Did you like it?
yeah, I enjoyed it. Yeah,
To make Hogwarts Legacy and have that much expectation and still make a good game. I'm not saying it's the best game ever
Yeah,
made, but it was good, and it was good enough to be like, that's a great foundation. If they can change a few
yeah.
things
They
here
got
and
stuff.
there,
Yeah,
they're onto something. So it will obviously come with controversy. No one likes J.K. Rowling, blah blah blah. But
yeah,
I don't think Jeff
it
Keighley
did
gives a
last
shit.
time though.
Yeah,
No,
exactly.
the first one came with
yeah.
all that
Yeah.
controversy, and people were like, "Oh, we're going to boycott it." Yeah,
And they boycotted it
that
by
went well, did
buying the copies and breaking it. It's like,
it?
you've given her your
Yeah,
money.
You
Like,
just,
what
yeah,
are you
you just
yeah,
doing?
keep the
that makes
copy,
no
you
sense.
fucking
Yeah,
idiot.
That always
yeah,
winds me up.
What would you have to do, like, if you bought a digital version? They're like, I'm gonna snap my console in
Yeah.
half.
Or
No, yeah, I've
download it
never
and
really.
delete it. That's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah, yeah. 0 time played. Have that. But no, yeah. But I think the whole thing of not buying it because of her was a bit silly. Anyway, you can because that game is so far separate
And
from
it's unfair
the
on the
world she
developers
made.
because the
yeah.
I
developers
even
have worked
yeah.
All that hard
tirelessly
work
on
they
that
put
game.
in.
Yeah,
Okay. Yep.
I
agreed.
even think like off topic, but like the movies compared to the books are so different that it's like the games are really built off the movies, aren't they?
Yeah,
So it's yeah. So
but
I didn't
obviously
really
it's
get the
her world.
complaints around
She's
that.
obviously linked
Yeah,
to it. I get it, but you can separate it because you can hate her but love Harry Potter in
Yeah,
my
yeah,
mind.
yeah, exactly.
yeah.
Yeah,
Exactly.
and it was the best Harry Potter game we've ever got. I think
Yeah,
maybe
by a
the
country
Lego
mile.
ones were close, but like
Yeah, okay, maybe. Do you two have anything else on for Summer Games Fest? What I will quickly read is Big Z wrote in saying God of War Trilogy Remake, which we mentioned. Oh, he mentioned Final Fantasy VII Part 3. So obviously they're remaking the Final Fantasy VII game. They're doing it in 3 parts. We've had 2 parts,
Okay.
Remake and Rebirth. It's probably due
Recent.
time to at least announce the third one. So the third one's probably going to be called Rebirth, Remake, I don't even know what word they're going to come up with that one.
They'll just copy Assassin's Creed.
recycle.
Recycled. Maybe there's something that happens in the final part of that game that they could use, but that's a good shout.
Reinstated.
I think
Reborn.
that would go. Wouldn't obviously. I don't think it'd interest any of us three, but it would obviously go down well with most people.
Yeah.
And something on Kingdom Hearts 4, which
He loves those games. He loves
that was
chucking those
announced
out.
When he
years
wrote
ago.
that, I know. I didn't even know it had been announced. I couldn't remember it, so I literally Googled it. I was like, "Oh
years.
fuck, one of them is coming."
Yeah,
But yeah, that'd be cool to see actually.
I think they're both due something, but every year everyone's like, "Oh, we're going to see it." And nothing
Yeah,
happens.
never popped up.
He also said, "I know you got Dust Bloods, but maybe From Software next big game." Jack's kind of mentioned that as well. Maybe another Resident Evil game remake. Ooh, that feels too soon. But
Yeah,
you never know. It feels too soon. And if it is, all the rumors are saying it's Resident Evil 1, which would be great. I'd personally quite like to do 5 because I loved 5 when I was younger.
It was a funny game. But...
Yeah. Maybe something for Injustice. Now, that's a fucking great shout. Remake. I don't know about a remake.
Fighting game.
Yeah, DC fighting game. Because obviously, more Marvel Token, that's a great shout as well. That would probably be at the PlayStation 1, actually.
yeah.
Injustice, I didn't think of that. So obviously, NetherRealm made Mortal Kombat 1 in 2024. I think that came out now. So we are 2 years past. 2023. Fuck off! Am I that far away from that game? Wow. That's insane to me. If that's 2023. Maybe I
I think
bought
we
it in
spoke about this
24.
before.
I might
Yeah,
have bought it in
it was
24.
23.
Wow. Time fucking flies.
14th of September 23. Because I can remember streaming that, and it doesn't feel like 3 years ago.
I'm going to say, I think Biggs is onto one there, because I don't think they're going to go back to Mortal Kombat straight away. I do think they'll go and do an Injustice game, or it won't be Marvel, obviously, or the boys.
But I knew you were going to say the boys.
No, maybe Injustice. I'd quite like them to do, like, we used to get games like Marvel versus Capcom.
Yep.
I'd like a crossover game of the boys versus DC. Would be great. Or
Cool.
DC versus someone else. What other Warner Brothers things are there?
Looney Tunes.
DC
Looney
versus Looney Tunes. DC versus Harry Potter. But I think Injustice 3 is probably the best and easiest and most likely shout. And that'd be really cool. I'd be really down for that, especially with the new DCU. Maybe there'd be more of a James Gunn link there that could help.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'll be completely down for that. It might not even be called Injustice, because Injustice is quite like a dark and gritty storyline. James Gunn is kind of going for more of a colourful approach to DC at the minute. So maybe it would be something else. It would be DC, but not Injustice. But that'd be cool. I think that's a good shout.
Yeah.
Did you two have anything else for Summer Games Fest?
This is more of a hope, just because it's on my Fantasy Critics game, but Tides of Annihilation, haven't seen anything from that since. So, yeah, I hope we get a update on it, maybe some more gameplay, hopefully a release date for this year. That is more of a hope. But yeah, we haven't really had any information on it since the last sort of update they've done. So
it's probably a good shout. It's probably going to be here, I'd say. Jack?
The only other things that like are not Xbox exclusives.
Mm-hmm.
I had the next Black Myth game, so it did get announced. It's called Song Q.
Yeah,
but they literally showed like a tiny teaser for it. So I'd like to see maybe even if it's a longer cinematic, I'll be happy with. But when was Wukong? Was that 24 or 23?
It lost to Astrobots.
24.
Yeah,
24. So it's only been 2 years, in fairness. So I don't think we're going to release date for that game anytime soon. But yeah, I'd like to see a trailer from that. And the other thing up was Marvel Rise of Hydra. I just want to know if it's real. I just want to know if it's real. So I started laughing.
You know what? I might make a prediction here and say if we do not see it, then that game is just gone. Like, that game is just so gone.
It's lost media at this point. But yeah, I'm not actually that bothered about the game, like at all. I just want to know, is it real? Because all we saw was pre-rendered cinematics, and it was quite a long like presentation they done on it as well.
You know what?
So
that'd be the perfect game to open the show with, because it's like everyone would be like, "Oh my fucking god, it's real!"
Everyone's forgot about it.
Yeah, what the fuck? But yeah, they're the only two non-Xbox ones on there.
I've got a few, because I'm going to go through the games we've actually picked on Fantasy Critic, because my next game on Fantasy Critic to release is Duskbloods, and that hasn't got a date. So one of them, Silent Hill Townfall.
Yeah, I did write that down. Will that be in State of Play though?
That was on State of Play. Obviously, that is rumored to be this year, and I think they actually suggested it was this year. So, if it is, we've got to see it, right?
We've got to see it here. Yeah, if it's this year, because there's not a release date yet for it. So
I think it said 26, but not like a date.
Yeah, but they said that when they announced it the first time, didn't they? Saying 2026 was like, was it February? Yeah.
Wow.
I think it was February.
Yeah, because I think we were shocked that obviously they'd just done Silent Hill F whatever, and then all of a sudden Silent Hill Townfall 2026. Like, it seems a bit soon.
It's not very Silent Hill, is it?
Obviously, we have,
and plus the movie done well, so they want to probably get the hype from the movie.
Keep the train going.
I had to think then. I was like, did it? Well, that's an Xbox game. I'll talk about that one in a minute. Resonance: A Plague Tale Story or Legacy, whatever it's called. I think
That's
we'll
on your
see
list, isn't
that
it?
in yeah, basically all these are my list.
Yeah.
We're
Yeah.
going to see that in one of these showcases, I think. I don't know which
Yeah.
one. And pray to God, there's a chance here that 4 of my games don't come out.
That's crazy.
And the other one, which I think will come out this year, is Control 2 or Control Resonant.
I think there's been some talk about that recently, so
Yeah.
I think you're safe with that.
I think we'll see that at Jeff Keighley's one, Summer Games Fest. Could be wrong, but I think we'll see it there. I think we may have saw it. Was it at PlayStation? I can't remember now, but I think we'll see Control this week.
in February, I think.
Was it? And I think we'll get a concrete release date. And I will say, as I'm doing for everything because of GCA, September. I got a bad feeling that September's going to be very fucking busy for us.
Yeah.
And then I've got, obviously, the Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time remake, which has been hinted at. But that will obviously come, well, if Jeff Keighley has that, that'll blow the world on fire. But I think it's more likely to be on whatever Nintendo do. In whenever they do theirs. Looking through your guys' lists, obviously you said Tides of Annihilation, Half-Life.
Yeah.
I mean, if Jeff Keighley has the Steam Machine at his showcase, and it's like, this is the cost, and here is game launching on it, and it's Half-Life free.
Yeah,
I'm fucked. That would be so cool. That seems to be it. I think a lot of yours, Jack, are due to actually come out.
Don't forget Coven of the Chicken Foot.
No, we'll forget that one.
we haven't got a date for Gears of War yet, do we?
Well, that's the Xbox. We're going to Xbox in a minute.
Yeah. Okay.
The other one I was going to mention is Lies of P. They're going to make a sequel. It's heavily hinted. Well, actually, the last cutscene in the game shows that it's most likely to be Dorothy from. What's she from? No, or is it Alice? Is it Alice? It's either Alice in Wonderland or the Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe.
Wizard of Oz.
Wizard of Oz, sorry. Fucking, that's not Narnia.
They're going to Narnia.
I knew there was a lion in it, all right? I knew there was a lion.
There was just a wardrobe, and he's like, I fucking knew it.
So I think we might see Lies of P sequel there as well. Okay, Xbox. Cool. Andy, you alluded to it. We know for a fact we are seeing Gears of War E-Day.
And it's got to definitely come out this year after Fable update.
Well, that, and they're doing a 30-minute presentation at the end of the presentation just on Gears of War E-Day.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Which means the game's coming out. Like, you can't say, look, here's 30 minutes of gameplay, and by the way, you've got to wait a year. It's like, fuck off. Every time they've done this for the last 4 years now, this showcase, and then I think they call it like a direct, like a dive down into one game.
Yeah.
Starfield, the game came out. Call of Duty Black Ops, the good one. 6, 5, 6, 6. And that came out that year, obviously. And then last year was Outer Worlds 2, which came out that year. This year's Gears of War E-Day, it has to come out this year. I'm going to say September. And I'm going to say that we're going to get a beta announced for
Xbox
next week. As in, I think the Xbox showcase happens on Sunday. And I think the beta will start next Monday.
I also hope they come out and say
October release.
Also launching on PlayStation at the same time.
I don't know about that anymore. Xbox, this new ownership. Happen, I think we're gonna. You see, this is kind of off topic. They did like a feedback form. They've got this new feedback system, and people can write things in, and then people vote on it. And the number one most voted one by a country mile. Someone said, please bring back exclusives. Like, stop giving away our exclusives. Xbox was built on great exclusives, and you need to go back to that. And it just won by like a country mile. So they know what the fans want. Obviously, you don't, Andy. You're PlayStation.
They've already done it now with Gears. Why not just?
But it failed. Gears failed on PlayStation.
Yeah, I guess so.
I think they'll stick with Forza because obviously they've announced it and it's going to happen. They stick with Fable because they've announced it's going to happen. I don't think they've ever officially said E-Day is coming to their PlayStation. So
I don't think they have officially. No,
they do have an easy out on
the trailer back for it. So I'm not too sure on it. I don't think it'll be September though. I think October. It always the games always seem to release like a week before my birthday, like the 1st or 2nd of October.
I'm gonna call you out on
We
that
got
one.
f-
I'm sure Gears
got-
3 was out earlier than that. Hang
Oh,
on.
Gears 3, mate. I'm talking about the recent ones.
Or
Eh.
or they just shadow drop it.
No,
Gears 4.
Gears is too big. Oh, I mean, Gears 3, 20th
Gears 4 came
September.
out
Called you out.
October 11th.
There you go, yeah.
And Gears 5.
But either way, it's the end of September, early October. I'd agree with that. I'd agree
Gears
with that.
5 was September, so I'll take it back.
I'm gonna say
But
late
no,
September.
I'm staying with my guns.
Although when is Wolverine?
Yeah,
Like
September as well.
17th? Is it September 17th or 19th?
It's just
Around then.
it's gonna get so clogged up.
To be fair, I actually wrote down a release date for Gears Day.
I got
3rd
it.
of September.
First,
3rd.
what is that? Is that like a Thursday?
It is Thursday.
I mean, I
Did you
can see it.
get that
I
Thursday
think
straight away?
September's the way to go. And it's currently quiet. It's 2 weeks before Wolverine, which helps. It gives them a bit of
Yep.
time.
I'm going 2nd of October.
Oof. 2
Nice
weeks after
Friday.
Wolverine. Again, that's a good. I like your shouts. I will go.
Same day as Wolverine.
That'd be fucking brave.
Just split the bet.
I'll go 24th of September. A week
You
after
might as well make it the
Wolverine.
2nd of October then.
Okay.
A week after Wolverine.
What would it be brave though? Because they're exclusives, aren't they?
Yeah, they're
If
not
they do keep it
releasing-
exclusive, then yes, you're right. It's not brave. It's fine.
Yeah.
But people that do have
'Cause-
both consoles will lean one way or another.
Oh yeah. I always forget about people.
PC players obviously will be able to play E-Day, so they'll have the advantage of having PC players being able to do it.
Yeah.
But you're right. It's not. Ideally, it comes out in one of your 2 dates because I think I'm on a work trip on the 24th, so I do not want it to come out then. But I know my luck, so I'm going to say it's going to come out on the 24th. Okay, that's what we know. Do you agree with me on the beta, by the way? Beta coming out, like, basically shadow dropped?
Yeah, I can see that happening. If they've got a release date coming up soon. If the release date is September or even earlier, don't see why they couldn't drop a beta.
Jack, we obviously did an episode 2 years ago, nearly.
2 years ago, yeah.
Where we said it's going to be heavily around Maria.
Yeah.
I am so certain of that. That's going to happen. Like, I'm ready for the trailer to be like Maria focused. So if we're wrong, I'll be very upset.
No, yeah, that'd be pretty cool. It'd be cool to see how many things we actually got right or how completely wrong we were about it. But I don't think we'll get beta this soon for it.
Ooh.
I think they might wait a little bit.
Like July,
What about
August?
demo?
I think they'll probably announce a beta,
Mhm.
but yeah, it'll be like pre-order now and you'll get a beta code for blah blah blah. But I don't
Okay.
think it'll be that as soon as like next weekend or anything like that.
Okay.
Do Gears do demos?
I don't know.
Not that
I've always
they
bought the
need
game,
to,
so I don't know. But
Yeah.
demos are rare anyway, aren't they? I guess I know Capcom
Yeah, I
do them
suppose so.
a lot, but obviously we'll talk about Fable. Fable's just been delayed to 2027, and they were like literally just said, yeah, we just wanted to have its own time. Like, we need it to have its own space. It deserves its own space. Basically saying, yeah, GTA 6 worries us.
Yeah. They had been like doubling down a lot though on their release window before, didn't they? So it seems a bit weird that they doubled down and then come out and said, nah, next year.
I think they were looking at their window and thinking we have to release Gears and Fable here at some point. We don't want them to clash. Obviously,
yeah, it makes sense, like business wise, but
so I think they've gone, let's get Gears out. If any of them's going to fail, we'd rather Gears fail, because Fable has been this long, massive thing. It's taken them years to make this. Everyone's very rightly so more excited for Fable because it's been gone for longer. So I think that one needs to be a success. Gears is kind of always come and gone, unfortunately, especially recently.
I think with Gears as well, I know. I was just gonna say, like with Gears, I think even if you have story complaints about 4 and 5, the mechanics are already solid. I don't think they really need to change from what 5 was. So it's one of them games where it can release before GTA, and they're not really worried about it. Players getting taken away by GTA, because that's going to happen anyway. But people will probably still hop back on just to play a bit of it, and it's got
Yeah.
quite a really solid like fan base for people who want to do the campaign and on multiplayer.
Yeah.
Because
And
where Fable could be, if it comes out and it is really bad, then people will just be like, "Fuck it, I'm just going on GTA."
or even
So,
if it's good and it's like people are like halfway through and GTA comes out, it's like, oh, I'll drop it for now and play GTA. It's always hard to go back into a game like that, I find.
yeah,
Whereas Gears is so easy to hop back in. But no, I agree. Fable, obviously, it's a shame. Do we still see it?
I don't think they'll show it. No,
No.
they've
no,
come
not
out and
after
given
that
us
announcement.
an update. Yeah, because that is coming first day to PlayStation as well, isn't it, Fable? So
Yes. Yeah.
yeah, I think that's the smarter one to delay out the two.
Yeah. Okay. I don't think we'll see it. I don't. I think it's almost like a kick in the teeth. Like, oh, we've delayed it, but here it is. But you can't have it. Like,
Yeah, exactly.
No, you can't do that.
So I think they might wait till their January thing they always do, the developer direct, whatever it's called, which they did this year. So it's a bit shit they're going to be doing it twice in a row. But like, here it is, and this time it is coming in, I don't know, April or something.
They've given them a date, haven't they? Well,
Oh,
they've
have they?
given them a month, February 2027. Yeah,
Okay,
that's what it
Okay,
said on
yeah.
fine.
Yeah.
The other one I got here is Clockwork Revolution. We saw this last year; it looked really cool.
Oh yeah,
Do we think we'll see more of that?
I can't
that's the
remember.
Xbox
I'm gonna have to
exclusive, isn't
Google.
it?
It is Xbox exclusive, yeah.
Yeah, I hope not then.
This is the Xbox showcase, Andy. There's going to be a lot of Xbox exclusives.
Yeah, man.
I'm going to say we will see it. I'm going to say it's going to look very cool again.
Yeah,
And a release
unfortunately.
window of 2027. Late 2027. It might even say like fall 27. What do you guys think?
Yeah, I think that's due to come soon. We've seen that quite a lot over the last couple.
We've seen it twice now, yeah.
Yeah, so
I can't remember.
it must be almost ready.
I can't really comment on it.
It was a really
It's the
cool
cool looking,
showcase.
like,
Yeah, it
yeah.
looked really cool last time.
Yeah.
It was one of the best looking trailers that we saw at the last one.
Yeah, unique.
State of Decay
Did it look a
3.
bit Bioshocky?
Yes, it looked Bioshocky, yeah.
Okay, yeah. That's
State of
what I
Decay
remember.
3 was announced ages ago. Where that's gone deadly silent. I think we're going to see that this week. And I think that will come out next year. I think Xbox are going to come this week with a lot of 2027,
Love it.
2027, 2027.
Yeah.
Because one,
Yeah.
GTA, and two, new ownership. They probably want a little bit of time to make sure everything's right. So they're going to say, look, all these games, just fucking push them to 27, other than Gears. And let's start again probably next year. That's my guess. The big one, Blade. So Blade got announced, 2 years ago? Obviously, MCU game, or Marvel game, I should say.
Yeah.
The
The trailer was in the barbershop.
Yeah, looked cool.
Yeah.
Obviously, a very
did look
CGI
good.
trailer, but still looked cool.
Still
and
cool.
made by Arcane, who made the Dishonored games and Deathloop, who are very stylish and got very good gameplay. So this has all the makings of being fantastic. It's been, I think, 2 years since they announced it. I reckon we see it. I reckon, again, 2027. I reckon we're going to get a date for next year. I think Xbox, potentially, if the games do line up like that, State of Decay 3, Fable, Blade, Clockwork, it's a fantastic year. And probably more. I think we see it. Do you?
Do you think Xbox will do a new console then for next year? All those games coming.
I think they will. I'm so torn on Xbox because part of me
Have they
thinks
done a Pro?
no, but they did. They've done this like Xbox ROG Ally X, didn't they? Which is like a partnership thing. There's rumors that they're making a Switch-like console, or just go full handheld. With the new ownership, I just don't know. I just do not know what
they
they're
could
going
have
to
just
do.
completely switched up. Yeah.
Obviously, they announced Project Helix after the new management come in, so that does suggest that they are on top of it. But I just don't know. This new ownership could be anything. If it was still Phil Spencer, I'd feel a bit more confident saying anything. But yeah, I think we're going to know a lot more
I
after this week.
I think it's more
Makes
likely
sense.
to be, instead of it being a whole new Xbox, just be a Pro version of the Series X.
That just seems so late.
I know, but like it's just the way the last couple iterations of consoles have gone, isn't it? Just even towards the end of the 360, you were getting like upgraded versions of the 360. Then the Xbox One did a couple of Pros, and then there was even like a one after the Xbox One Pro, wasn't there?
There's an Xbox One X, right?
Yeah. So I think we're more likely, especially because PS5 have done one, even though it'll be released way after
Yeah,
the
it just seems
PS5
so
one.
late.
Yeah, but
Because you're
I
asking
feel
people to
like
buy
it's
this new
just
console, and then next year here's another one. Like, it's-
yeah, but like imagine no, because I think they'll still leave it a little bit. But no, yeah, but that happened even. What was the one you just said? Was it Xbox
Xbox One
One
X. Yeah.
X? Yeah, that released, and it was only like a year, and then the Series X came out. It was not long between it at all.
It was
How
3
long was
years.
it?
It's like
It was
Oh,
3
okay,
years.
that's still not that long.
that's
That's still
funny.
not that long.
No, but
I'll
that's
give it that.
more. That's more what I
Um,
expect because PS5 Pro was
last year?
2. I know Steven got his last
Oh, I
year.
don't
Did it
know.
come out last year?
No, it wasn't last
I
year
think
it
it was
came out.
24.
Must be year. Yeah.
And then if they release the PS6 next year, that's
Oh yeah,
3
end of
years.
24.
Yeah. So I feel like I kind of agree with your comment, Jack, because I think consoles could end up becoming not quite like an iPhone, but just an upgraded version of this, especially Xbox,
Yeah,
because Xbox has got this whole Play Anywhere
the
thing
way they've
where
changed their naming as well is
exactly
like, yeah,
at some point you just make it. Did it just follow the PlayStation one? Finally, we're gonna go Xbox One, Xbox Two, Xbox Three.
yeah,
Yeah.
I hate the Xbox naming ways that I hate it so much. How can you go from Xbox 360, One, Series X? Like, what the fuck are you doing?
It's completely random,
It's like the
yeah.
fucking Fast
Seems it
Furious
anyway.
franchise. Anyway, anything else on Xbox? I can't think of many more
uh,
obvious ones, unless I'm forgetting some.
I've got two other ones. They will be released on other consoles, but Xbox still own Bethesda, don't they?
Yes.
So Elder Scrolls 6, maybe get a full trailer for
Oh,
that. I think that'd be cool because it's still they announced it, didn't they? Just done like that tiny little thing for it.
fucking years
It
ago.
Yeah, exactly. And then underneath that, I think Elder Scrolls is more likely, but I did write Fallout 5 or Fallout remakes.
Oh yeah. Fallout maybe, yeah.
So I think we'll get a Fallout 3 remake
Yeah,
rather than
Yep.
Fallout 5. I think they want to make Fallout 5 because the TV show has really pushed the name of Fallout
yeah,
up a lot.
Yeah,
So I think they want
definitely.
to get something Fallout out there, and I can see it being a free remake personally, or
yeah,
a New Vegas remake or two, and let the developers of Outer Worlds, the ones who made uh, the first one, New Vegas, let them make it.
yeah.
So Elder Scrolls 6 was first announced. When was it announced? Why can't I find this? I feel like it was like a 2018.
Wow,
So
really?
far. Yeah,
We're approaching 10 years
That's
from
mental.
announcement. Like, that is absolutely
Yeah, that is
insane.
crazy.
Fucking idiots.
It's gonna be one big game.
Elder Scrolls 5, Skyrim got in 2011. Fucking,
Damn.
it's worse than GTA at this
The new
point.
G Yeah, I was gonna say it's the new GTA.
But no, I think it's a good point. I think we will see something fall out, no doubt, because the show has been that successful that they want to
yeah,
capitalize on it. I think Fallout 5 will be made by the people that make Elder Scrolls 6. That's always the way it's been. They've kind of alternated, and Starfield now. Unless Xbox go to them and say, look, you're taking too fucking long. You give one of these up now, and it will have to be Fallout.
Yeah.
At some point, they're going to have to share their IP. And I wish companies did this more. Like, I wish that they would give Gears to someone else. Not to make Gears 6, but make a different game in that universe, you know? Like, I've always said I'd love a proper
yeah,
horror game of Gears, where you're playing as someone with like no massive macho men. You're like a normal civilian, and you're there on E-Day, which we're getting E-Day.
No guns or anything. Just
Yeah,
got to
just dealing
survive.
with the
It'd be
locals
really
and
cool.
shit. It'd be fucking terrifying. Like when you're in that situation, first person mode, or
Yeah.
like they've given Fables a playground. Give, I don't know, Halo to someone different. I'm not as big on Halo.
Yeah.
I don't know what they could do with that, but I'm sure you could make a horror game, or they did the Halo strategy game. They've got the Gears strategy game. More stuff like that, like different types of games in
Yeah.
these universes. And I think they need to give Fallout to someone else and just say, look, we need a Fallout game. Doesn't have to be the biggest one. It could be another New Vegas kind of thing. Call it New Miami or something. I don't know. And just do something cool like that. That's what I'm hoping they will do, because they know this Fallout. What, the first show come out in 24 or beginning? Yeah, I think it was like Christmas or early 25 maybe. It came out Christmas 25 was the
Yeah.
last season, so it must have been Christmas 24 or around then.
Yeah, they got out. Yeah.
So we're
They got out
approaching
pretty
2
quickly, didn't
years
they?
since the show was a massive success.
April 24. Yeah.
April 24. Well, we've gone past 2 years.
Yeah.
We know it's a success.
Yeah.
We know people love it. Give us a game.
And we're getting another season, like, for sure. So
Yeah. So I think you're right, Jack. I think we'll definitely see it. Elder Scrolls, I'm not as sure on, because I just, a bit like Marvel Hydra, I'm not sure it exists.
It would be very like Bethesda and Todd Howard to be like, here's a new Fallout game. And they're like, what the fuck? Where's Elder Scrolls? So,
yeah, true. To be fair
maybe
to
Fallout
you,
is more on the money.
if I'm the new ownership and this is my first showcase, I'm thinking we need to make a fucking splash. The first thing I would have done is go to
Yeah.
Bethesda and say, I don't give a fuck what you've got. Give us Elder Scrolls 6, whatever you've got, give us something, and let's fucking
Yeah.
go with that, because that is the one everyone's waiting for.
It'd be cool.
If we do see it, I don't think you show Elder Scrolls 6 without saying a release window. If you just show Elder Scrolls 6 with
It'd be
no
the same
clue,
as
you'd be
last
like,
time.
are you
No, we
taking
just
the
won't believe
fucking
you.
piss? We still
Yeah.
don't know. What would you say, 27 or 28?
28.
Jack,
Not enough
Andy?
time. 27.
Ooh. Fucking
Yeah, fuck it.
27 for experts could be massive if all of us are true. All of us are right, I should say. Any others, Andy, that you've got? Halo? We're getting the Halo remake
didn't know
in the
about that.
summer, so maybe they'll just show that.
Yeah. I don't think there'll be a new Halo stuff. No, I haven't wrote anything else down. The only one thing I did actually miss something for potentially PlayStation State of Play. I wrote down Infamous.
Oh, don't
Yeah.
get me excited, Andy. If they announce an Infamous remake, and I'm getting the God of War remakes as well, this would be, that is one game. I've said this to both people all the time, but I know I say it to Jack a lot. Every month I think I'm going to buy PS3, and
Yeah.
a massive reason for that is the Infamous games, because I miss them so much. And I know I can play Infamous Second Son on PlayStation 4 or 5. I want to play 1 and 2. Like, they're the ones I want to play.
Yeah.
And
Main ones.
man, if they remake both of them, ideally, but at least number 1, man, they've got my money. Like, it does not matter. They have my money. It's an easy. That's the easiest way to get my money. It's a good shout. Other remakes, I don't know what other remakes they could make. I just feel like Xbox's exclusive lineup is just not quite as strong. You think of Xbox, you go Gears, Halo, Forza, Fable. There's not really enough diversity there, which is a shame.
Maybe we get a new IP from them.
Yeah. I mean, now they do own Bethesda. Could we see a Deathloop 2? I'm going to say no, because that developer's making Blade. We don't know what.
Maybe another Indiana Jones.
Yeah, I was going to say Machine Games obviously made Indiana Jones. Or do they go back to a Wolfenstein game before that? Maybe. I think Indiana Jones was such a success that they'd probably be pushed towards doing that again.
Yeah.
But Troy Baker's a busy man. They might not be able to get hold of him right now. I'm trying to think, who else have they got under Bethesda? I can't think off the top of my head. Obviously, they own Activision. We're going to see Call of Duty, like we said.
Yeah.
Do we see? We'll probably see something about Overwatch, some DLC or some fucking season pass, whatever. Activision are just such a Call of Duty thing for me now. Like, I don't even see anything else. It'd be cool to get some like remakes of old games. They had the Transformer games back in the day. I think I'm right in saying Activision made them.
They had a lot of
They
games.
own Crash now. I think they own the Crash IP, and maybe even Spyro. So
Yeah.
maybe something on those two. Maybe.
Hmm.
Any other final predictions before we move on?
I just missed out 2 from earlier ones. So I'd like to see a little bit more on the new Divinity game, because
Yeah.
the first trailer we got from the
Game
Game
Awards?
Awards
Yeah.
I loved, and
Mhm.
but they even said then, like, it's gonna be a while till this game comes out. They never gave a year.
This was
So
the developer of
Baldur's Gate
Baldur's
3,
Gate.
yeah, and I think was it the Game Awards as well, of OD, that new horror game.
Oh, Kojima's game.
The
Kojima's horror game.
Kojima and
Jordan
Jordan
Peele.
Peele, was it? I think. Yeah, I'd like to see more on that, because
I've.
that trailer, second trailer they done on that was really good.
I'm gonna say it's a
Was that
guarantee.
ill? What
No,
was that game
it's
called?
called OD. Ill also.
Oh,
Look,
D.
we could see
Oh,
Ill,
yeah.
but OD. I think that's a lock because Kojima's always here. It's been Death Stranding
Yeah.
for the last few years, and OD. Yeah, fuck. That's gonna be cool.
I just want to see what it's like, because it was like that little trailer of at the desk, weren't it? And
Yeah, with the
things changing
actress, I
on the
can't remember
desk.
her
Yeah.
name. But yeah,
Was that the one where someone started knocking at the door
yeah,
as well?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I think you're onto a winner there, and you've just unlocked loads of things in terms of horror games. We know Alien Isolation 2 is coming. Do we get a little teaser for
Yeah.
that? That'd be fucking hype for me.
Possibly.
Outlast developer, what are they doing? Are they making Outlast 3 and making something completely different? Who knows? Man, OD, yeah, for sure. I completely forgot about that one. I think you're onto one there.
I don't know if it has got a.
He's also
if they haven't
making,
got a
Kojima's
release date.
also making like a James Bond style game. It's not a James Bond game, but like I'm sure it's the James Bond style, like a agent game. So maybe we see something else from that. Man, I can't believe I forgot about OD. I think that's a lock on. Obviously, I was going to say Remedy, but they're making Control. Yeah.
No, yeah, I just googled it. Yeah, Sci-Fi Synth of is what
Kojima's other one.
Kojima's agent game.
Yeah.
Yeah. You might see something on that as well, to be fair.
Kojima's a type to say, here's two things. Like this one's more.
Here's
Like,
2
this one's
cakes.
closer. Here's the other one. Andy, any others from you? We've touched them all.
Yeah, all the ones I sort of written down. There's probably obviously a few things missing, but yeah, and I mentioned sort of everything I was going to speak about.
Yeah.
Or maybe another Blueprints game actually. That'd be cool.
Yes.
That's quite a
difficulty with that is that was one guy, and I doubt he's made a second one yet. But he
true.
couldn't make his own company, getting more people on board. DLC? I don't know how you do DLC for Blueprints, but
yeah, I don't know how they do that, but
yeah,
be interesting.
If you could only have one thing, what is the one thing you want most from one of these showcases?
That's easy. Expedition 33 DLC or new game.
Jack?
Anything Expedition.
I don't see. I would say E-Day, but that is
It's a lock,
guaranteed.
yeah.
From my list there, I think the 2 that are like just really far off, but I'd love, like, a properly new Fallout game. Something to do with something in the Spider-Man universe, something in there, or From Software announcing something.
Elden Ring 2, is that what you want? Or do
They'll
you want
never
like
do
a
number
new
2 for that.
IP?
I think from leaks ages ago, it looks like they would be doing a new IP. It wouldn't be Elden Ring 2. I think they'll struggle to do Elden Ring 2 only because of George R.R. Martin's involvement in the first one. I don't think he really wants to get involved with it again.
Fair
And so
point.
he must hold some of that IP,
Yeah.
which is and he's trying to finish that book, and the chubby little bastard.
He ain't never finishing this book. I'm going to say, and Andy's changed my mind, mine was going to be Expedition, but now an infamous remake would just fucking make my life. Like, that would be the one. Especially if it was like this year, I'd be like, yeah, give me that. Yeah, you completely changed my mind on that one.
Explode with happiness.
I think I fucking would. And it would be Tuesday as well if they was to announce it. I can't wait.
Yeah.
I've made my mind up. This is going to happen. Cool. Well, that's our predictions. Thank you to Big Z for writing in with yours, and obviously Stephen, who couldn't make it today. He's at Soccer Aid, for giving us your predictions as well. If you've got any other predictions, let us know. Obviously, we're releasing this episode a day earlier than normal. This will release on Monday because State of Play is happening on Tuesday. So you can comment in with your predictions. And then, as we said, we will have a live reaction on Twitch on Tuesday when it actually happens, for the State of Play anyway, not the other two showcases. So get your thoughts in and be sure to follow us on Twitch and watch that live stream when it happens. Cool. We're running quite long on this one, so I'm going to skip the game that I had to play, but we do want to quickly talk about what we've been playing this week. Jack, we'll start with you, because you have finished 007 First
And no
Light.
spoilers. I've only
I
done the
have.
first mission.
Okay, yeah, no spoilers. Absolutely loved it. I think for everything in your mind from watching the movies and just how you know James Bond is, it's so James Bond. I think that's the easiest way to sum it up. I really enjoyed the little bits in missions where I think you saw it in the trailers beforehand, where they're like showing you different paths you can take, and then like the way you can do missions. That was really fun to do, and just to find them across each and every mission. The story was great. Unfortunately, I think a little bit too short, and I think they're hoping on people who like the sort of Hitman thing of where you can go into a mission again and have different objectives, and because this isn't a spoiler, I think it's even in the main menu. It says like tactical simulations where you can just go in and redo stuff. But they have actual challenges for you to do rather than mission objectives. I'm not really too fussed on that, so I would have
That's a
rather
Hitman
had
thing.
more time. Yeah, exactly. I'd rather had 5 more hours at least of story and make it a proper 20-hour game
Interesting.
to have it. But for the 15 hours we got, I was absolutely buzzing with it. I think the whole time through cutscenes, I was just going like, "This is Bond. It's so Bond," and yeah, loved it, and really excited to see what they'll do with that in the future. And you know, I'm hoping Steven's prediction isn't wrong. I'd love to see some DLC announced for that. Even just like movie tie-ins, like movie pack for it, where you just do different missions from movies, or maybe even if they announce the next James Bond game. So,
Fuck it up. That'd be crazy.
The next James
what you
Bond
gonna
game.
they're definitely going to be more games.
What
100%.
announced it this week?
Yeah, fuck it, why not?
007
They're not going to be
Second Life.
releasing another Hitman anytime soon, are they?
You're not going to release a second one of these anytime soon either.
But
okay, what score would you give it?
Either I'm struggling because at some points I'll probably say 9. At some points, but like I'll go 8.5. But it could easily be a 9. I really enjoy playing it, and I'll say 8.5. If it was a longer game, I'd give it a 9. But yeah, I absolutely love playing that.
So to put into perspective, you gave Pragmata the same score. Does that sound about right?
8.5.
Yeah.
I'll probably, if I'm giving this an 8.5, I'll probably put Pragmata down to an 8.
Or 007 up.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, I mean, you can give them the same score and still prefer one over the other. It's not like set in stone like that.
It's I think just because the type of game Pragmata is, the combat's probably better on that game, just because that's what it's purely based around. But the story in this game is a million times better, and I think the story is a big selling factor for the game anyway. You're not going to buy a James Bond game if you don't like the movies, are you? Like but yeah, I think they've really done well on making it seem like it could have just been a movie story that's been adapted. And I think that's probably was people's biggest worry about the game, weren't it? Like, is it going to be James Bond?
Yeah.
But yeah, loved it. Knocked it out of the park with it.
So Patrick Gibson is a good Dexter and a good James Bond then.
Yeah.
I think after playing this, he should definitely be in contention for it.
Really?
Yeah, it's so good in it.
Andy, you said you're on the first mission. I've been on holiday this week. It came out while I was away. got back, and I have been playing it. Actually, what does my PlayStation time say? I'm further than you,
I think
Andy.
I had a look. It wasn't 3 hours.
Yeah, I had to pause it for a while
Oh,
and
it's
step
been
away,
smashed
so I
out.
definitely don't think I'm 3 hours in. Yeah, it says free. I don't know how to say this without spoiling it for Andy.
I
What-
got up to the bit I got to up to was literally where you go to Malta and you're in the training bit before
Okay.
you start training bit, basically.
I've done that. I've done something else. Jack, I'm just about to start the mission which involves chess.
Oh, okay, yeah.
It's very early on, but
That's
I'm not
like.
far.
I think this doesn't ruin it. That's the first assignment.
Yeah, it's basically the first proper assignment. There's something else you do
It's the
before
one. It's
that.
what they showed in the trailer, wasn't it?
Spoilers.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm early on, but I'd say I'm probably 2 hours in, really, or 2.5. I don't think my 3 is accurate because I had to pause it for a while. But I am very impressed so far. Very impressed.
I am happy they've got people that we know as the actors as well. So obviously Patrick Gibson as James Bond, and then the guy who does the training. I always forget his name in The Walking
It's
Dead,
Morgan.
but as soon
Morgan
as
from
his
The Walking
face,
Dead.
Morgan, yeah.
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 I was like, yeah. I think I knew he was already in it, but when I saw him, I was like, that's cool.
Yeah, he's cool. Well, he's
There's
a
loads of
bit
big
of a
names.
dick. But
Fucking. Oh no, I can't even. There's a person you meet in Q's lab who is just like, it's not. She's not even really part of the campaign, but it's the woman from the Eternals. Can't think of her name.
what, the speedster one?
Asian woman from the
Yeah,
Eternals. No,
speedster.
no,
The
the
one who's
Asian woman
fast.
from. Oh, she's speedster. Yeah. She's
Okay.
in it, but she's literally. It's so. I don't know how much they paid her for her likeness in the game, but like, she's not even like part of the campaign. I was
There's
just like,
someone else
what?
I noticed
Like,
in
they-
this.
I saw an article as well, and I don't know the YouTuber, but there's a YouTuber saying
Oh,
he's in the James Bond game. Like, for,
Jacksepticeye's in
see.
it.
Oh, is he?
maybe that's who it is. Is that a
Irish guy.
YouTuber?
Yeah,
Maybe it was
he's the
him.
one
I was like,
he's making the Bloodborne game
Yes.
movie.
The movie.
oh, okay. Yeah.
I
Cool.
also saw a likeness. I don't know if it's just a picture or she's going to be in the game later on. But they showed a quick glance and I was like, that looks exactly like. Oh, fuck, what's her name? Is it Grace Moritz something?
From
Oh,
what's she
the
in?
girl that plays. Oh no. What's
I
that
don't think she's
movie
in
with
it.
all the blood?
All the blood.
Yeah, that helps.
Oh
doesn't it?
no, I can't remember the name of the movie.
Gemma
Movie with all the
Chan
blood.
is the woman I was thinking of.
Is that her name? Chloe Grace Moretz.
Oh no, I
Name
don't
rings
think
a
she's
bell,
in it.
but
You'd know her.
I can't
You'd
picture
know
her.
Chloe Grace Moretz.
What's she in though?
Oh my god, I don't know what she did. um,
The film with all the blood.
the film
No,
called
she's
Blood.
fucking what's that superhero movie?
Kick-Ass?
She's in Kick-Ass, isn't she? Is it that woman?
Oh, what the little kid?
Yeah.
Probably in that one.
that
Yeah,
her?
Obviously
It's
not a little kid
2010.
anymore, but
She's in
yeah,
Carrie.
yeah.
Carrie, the remake of Carrie.
Oh yeah. I know
Yeah.
who she is.
Yeah, it's Kick-Ass girl. Yeah.
Yeah. I can picture her face.
She looks exactly like that, and I was like, I'm convinced that's her.
Okay.
Whether they
I don't
just
think she
used
is
her,
in it.
like, yeah, probably just use a picture of her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm thoroughly impressed so far, and the bit you're about to do, Andy, was what impressed me the most so far. Is how they
Yeah.
made that feel like it would be in the movie, and we'll go into
Okay.
it more next week when we do the full review. But I was like, oh shit! Like games do like tutorials well.
Yeah.
This one, I'm like, this is not just a good tutorial. You've made me feel like I'm in the montage bit of the movie. And I was
Okay.
like,
Cool.
fuck, this is good. This is someone who's got the assignment to make a James Bond game, have watched every James Bond movie and gone, why don't we just do this? Like, why do we have to make it
Yeah.
different? Let's just fucking do it. And so far, and obviously Jack's obviously said it is for the full way, but it just feels so James Bond and it feels so good to play. I'm not 100% like loving it. There's issues I have with gameplay at the moment, but I do think the further I'm getting into it, it's going to correct itself a bit. We'll get into that again later on or next week, but I'm very impressed. I can see myself being at Jack score or higher if it continues like this.
Cool.
I'm
Very
hoping higher.
excited.
I'm hoping this could be a Game of the Year contender for me. Andy, obviously you've only done the
Oh.
first mission, but you feel the same or
Yeah,
liking it at least?
yeah. I like the first mission. The only thing that worries me, and it's not a James Bond thing, but when games force you to be stealthy, I hope they don't do that all the way throughout the game. Because with the first mission, I didn't actually get caught, so I didn't know what would happen. But I was speaking to Stephen, he said he did get caught a few times, and they just turn around and shoot you. So um, I hate games when they force you to be stealthy. I'm happy to be stealthy, but then if I get caught, I can then sort of go all guns out blazing sort of thing. And I know there'll probably be some missions where you can't do that.
I think you're going to
Yeah, there is.
be
Oh,
surprised and impressed.
okay. But yeah, I'm happy with how the first mission went. And yeah, I can already see Gibson as Bond, like even when he's sitting in the office waiting for M
Yeah.
and he's talking to Moneypenny. Oh no, it's not Moneypenny, it's someone else.
It's the
Just that
receptionist lady.
interaction.
Yeah. I know what you mean.
Yeah. You can just tell it's Bond all over sort of thing with those little interactions already. So yeah, I'm very excited to continue to play it.
They introduced some things which I think could be used in a cool way. And one of the missions I've done, I can't say it without spoiling it because it's really cool. I really enjoyed that because I also had the same worry that it's going to be very much just stealth the whole time.
Yeah.
But the mission I just did, I was like, that was fucking sick.
Okay.
And I'll maybe message Jack what I meant by that afterwards. But
I'm gonna guess you meant the end of that mission.
no, I meant the whole mission. I've not done the chess one.
Okay, yeah, fair.
I've not done the chess. I'm at the very
you're
start
on
of
about
that
the
one.
first bit.
Yeah, I'll text you after.
The one before, the bit before. Yeah, no, it's fine.
Yeah.
It just made me laugh that you went like, I really liked. I can't ruin it. I really liked it.
But I was going to say what it is. Like, the specific place that you go to.
I get what you mean. Yeah.
But I want Andy to get to that and experience that for himself. Obviously, we'll talk about this more next week on the full review. Which will probably have a spoiler section as well. I'm hoping I'll beat it in time. Obviously, Tuesday's now written off for playing games because we've got to react to state of play, so it's going to be tough, but I'll do my best. Has anyone played anything else? I've been on holiday, so no, not from me. Andy?
No, don't think so. I actually jumped on and played a little bit of Apex with my friend, but yeah, that was it really.
I can't believe that game's still
Other
going.
I like Apex, man. It's a good game.
You used to love that, yeah. You used to play that a lot. Anything else you've been playing, Jack? Forza?
Literally just Forza and James Bond. I got up to the gold wristband on Forza now, so I took a little bit of grinding, which was annoying because on the last game they just put enough races into the game to unlock your wristband, but it was like I think it's purple then gold. So I was on purple, I'd done all the races, and then you had to just start going around and doing like drift zones and stuff like that you hadn't done to get up to the points. Which isn't too bad. It didn't take me too long, but it was just like I'm fairly sure in every other game they just put enough races into the game to get you over to the wristband because I think they saw those things as like, oh, you can do them while you're driving around the map, but they're as where when it gets to a thing of like, oh, I've actually have to do every single one of them because like speed zones and stuff like that you'll do just from driving to events. So that's not too bad. Like them, I didn't have to do too much of, but like I never really bothered with the drift zones.
Yeah, I don't care for drifting.
And like the Trailblazer things, I didn't do any of them. So like it was just effort to go in and do them.
Yeah.
But yeah, there is like other ways you can get the wristband points, like just smashing the XP boards gets them. So if you've been doing a lot of them while you've been going around, that'll boost you up as well. But yeah, no, still enjoying that. And then just got to get through the gold wristband events. Like you unlock the 3 really big races. So there's like a 22-minute lap around the island. So but it's like a whole race. So I've done that one earlier, but I've still got to do the street racing one and then the off-road one that will go around the map.
Nice.
But yeah, still enjoying it.
Yeah, I think I liked what I played before. So I think I'm now fucked because James Bond's going to take up at least this week. Yeah. Maybe after this week I can go back and play something. But we've got a little bit of a lull unless this week of showcases just says we're getting loads of shit. But we've probably got a little bit of a lull, which I'm tempted to go and replay an old game.
Yeah.
Like Spider-Man 2 or God of War Ragnarok or something like comfort food. Like I feel like I'm playing so much new stuff. I want to just go back and play something that I haven't played for a while. But cool.
Lost Records.
No, I will not be playing Lost Records. Hopefully, we're playing Clair Obscure Expedition 33 DLC very soon, but who knows? Anyway, that is going to do it for this week's episode of the Late Night Gamer podcast. Let us know your predictions on the showcases that are happening this week. Drop them in the comments or tag us on socials at the Late Night Pods. You can also join our Discord using the link in the description to get your thoughts in before we record, like Biggs did today. If you enjoyed this episode, please make sure to follow and subscribe wherever you are listening. And if you're watching on YouTube, hit the like button, subscribe, and ring the bell so you don't miss the next episode. Speaking of which, next time, as we've said, we will be reviewing 007 First Light. Obviously, Jack's given his thoughts, but for spoilery thoughts and more in-depth thoughts with all of us, then definitely don't miss that one. Until then, thanks for hanging out with us tonight. I have been your host, Welchy, joined as always by my co-hosts, Andy.
Yeah, thank you as always, guys. And looking forward to see what happens over the next couple of days and see if we was right with any of our predictions.
And Jack.
Thank you for having me again. And yeah, looking forward to tomorrow to see what comes up and what we got looking forward to in 27.
And final reminder, we will be live streaming our reactions to the State of Play on Tuesday. So look forward to that. Thanks again for listening and keep on gaming.